Hello, my precious wandering souls. Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Prosecutor's Gambit. I was about to say Phoenix Wright. I need to get used to it. So, last episode, we started investigating the attempted murder of the President Consenfa, and we ran into a certain someone who is clearly using a fake name. So let's continue with the investigation. Game? Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is a confrontation. We will listen to testimony of a certain man who goes by John Doe, but that's clearly not his name. Oh yeah, this is explanation of the testimony thing. And to do that, I'll need to first open my organizer. Yeah. I need to know. I know how to confront people. And what if there are no inconsistencies to find?
Then you change tack. Press for more information and see what you can shake loose.
It's for the confrontation, right? Indeed, I can press my opponent with L.
Why don't you show us how it's done, Mr. Edgeworth?
Stepping up to bat, our nation's top prosecutor! Once I am able to quietly gather my thoughts, yes. Everyone, shut up! I forgot what voice I gave him. Doe's deposition. I can understand why whoever wore the rainbow would be of interest to you. But you have no proof that this person is injured as you claim. My left arm may be injured, but I can still use my right. When it started raining, I simply opened my umbrella. No raincoat required. So you contend that you were not wearing a raincoat, is that correct? It is. And is that so strange? Not everyone wears one, after all. I happen to prefer an umbrella. Where is your umbrella, though? Team Raincoat over here? They're perfect for when a girl really needs to move. Heck, I don't use neither. Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine, it's my trusty parka every time. Not exactly the line of inquiry I was hoping to pursue. So you see, I am not your would-be killer. And I'm not in the habit of making baseless accusations, Mr. Doe. Please, I am just a simple ice cream seller. Oh? What was that? Forgive me, my wound seems to have begun bleeding again in all the excitement. The owner of the raincoat is definitely our assassin. And said owner also has an injured left arm. I'm on to you, Mr. Doe. It's only a matter of time. Okay. I need to check my evidence. It's been a while since I played this game. I think we checked all of these. Can I check this? You. Okay, I think I have an idea. I'm not sure though. I can assume it will be an interest to you. Nothing suspicious here. We have no proof that this person is injured as you claim. My My left arm might be injured, but I can still use my right. Should I ask him how did he get hurt?
Hold it!
That looks like quite a serious injury, Mr. Doe. How long ago did it happen exactly? Oh, not long. That's all you're going to say on the subject? Well, it certainly made serving ice cream more difficult. And stopped me from holding my umbrella while I work. Oh, I thought... Okay. I open my umbrella, no raincoat required.
And then he lost that umbrella to the crowd, huh? Guess it's just one of those things.
I suppose you're going to tell me that his wound reopening is just one of those things too.
Well, it kinda is, no?
The assassin's left arm is injured. Oh! Ew, that cone must have a lot of blood, that's disgusting. As is Mr. Doe's. Why, it's even bleeding as we speak.
You're right, that is pretty suspicious.
Nonetheless, we need to find something concrete that will link Mr. Doe to the crime. I should press R to open my organizer and look over all the evidence again. I did. I can understand why you ever want a raincoat, but you have no proof that this person... Maybe here? Maybe here. The raincoat, right?
Objection!
Oh, I got it right. Okay. Yippee. You seem like a careful man, Mr. Doe. But not quite careful enough. After all, you left something behind. Something of vital importance. I'm afraid you must have me confused with somebody else. The coat does not belong to me. Or do you claim to have some kind of proof to support your accusation? Your arm isn't troubling you too much, I hope. Your wound seems to be bleeding again. I'll survive, although I can't pretend it's not something of an inconvenience. You have my deepest sympathies. No, not really. Because if it wasn't bleeding quite so badly, you could have perhaps made a clean getaway. What exactly are you insinuating? As we have already established, whoever wore the raincoat is injured. And now I can prove that person was you. With this decisive piece of evidence. The ice cream is sweating! You see, Mr. Doe, there is a small amount of blood on the inside of this raincoat. Blood that belongs to our assassin. Oh no, the ice cream! Oh, that's so weird.
Attempted murder of a foreign leader, causing a diplomatic incident. They'll throw the book at you.
You can give us the silent treatment all you like, but we don't need you to talk. A simple blood test will give us the answer we require. All it takes is for us to compare the blood on your bandages with that of the coat, and that will be that. We have the evidence. Why don't you make it easier on all of us and come clean? Admit that you were the one who attempted to assassinate the president of Senfa. I am not your assassin. You're stubborn, I'll give you that. But if this were a game of chess, you would already be in checkmate. Now, do the honorable thing and admit defeat. He doesn't look like a man with no moves left to play. Very well, you have me. I'll admit it, I was wearing the raincoat.
He confessed! Say the word and let's slap the cuffs on him right now.
I don't think he's admitting to the crime. But I did not shoot at the president.
What?
Mr. Edgeworth, the only thing you have proven is that I was wearing a particular raincoat. And as far as I am aware, that is not a crime. Dose deposition, part 2. I am no assassin. I am a simple ice cream seller. I call bull one who happened to be wearing a red raincoat while watching the president speak. I was as surprised as anyone when his bodyguard sprang into action when the shot rang out. That's when the spectators panicked and started running and screaming for their lives. Wait, the bodyguards acted before the shots? Huh? I need to press that. Now, are you finally satisfied that I am telling the truth? As if! Your story stinks! You don't scare me. The evidence is on our side, you know. Look, it's right there, plain as day. The assassin, and they're wearing a red raincoat. Intriguing, but that is not me. Oh, come on! Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, do you really think I was the only one in the entire park wearing a red raincoat today? I do, actually. But then, why? Why does he seem so sure of himself? Okay, there was something there that I need to press. One who happened while watching the president speak. Okay. The way you're saying this, it makes me think that the bodyguard sprang into action before the shots ran out. Maybe it's this one?
Hold it!
Because why would they do that unless they knew about the assassination attempt? So you saw the bodyguards move before you heard the gunshots. Yes, if I recall correctly, they moved first. At least the one on the left did. Who is the one on the left? Rook? On our left? Well, if he was watching, that would be Rook. Or did he mean on the left of the president? You're rather observant, Mr. Doe. I am blessed with keen eyes. The names of the bodyguards here written in top left corner of the security plan. Oh, he was going to check. And the one on the left was Rook. Okay, or left. Got it. That's correct. Bastian Rook, I believe. Bastian Rook. Bastian? I expect he noticed the light from a laser sight. How did you know that? The man is no amateur. Mr. Doe knows a little too much about the business of being a bodyguard for my liking. I'd say our friend here is no amateur either. No, I know who he is. I'd like you to append what you just said to your testimony, if you don't mind. As you wish. The bodyguard on the left, Bastian Rook, was it? Was especially quick to respond. Maybe it's this one, right? Maybe?
Objection!
Okay, yes. Yes, it was that one. Yippee! As I suspected, you are more than what you claim to be, Mr. Doe. You overestimate me, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh? Then tell me how a simple ice cream seller knows one of the presidential bodyguard's names. Yes, because we didn't even know his name. We knew his last name was Rook. We didn't even know his name. What? You jest, Shirley. You were the ones who spoke their names aloud. We said... We told you their last names. Not the first names. Rook and Knight, was it? Yes, but how do you know their first names? Or the first name of the guy named Rook, at least.
Objection!
We only know those names thanks to the security plan. But look closely. Only their surnames appear. Aha, how did you know their first names? Aha! Yet we all clearly heard you say the name Bastian Rook. How did you come to possess such information? Information we ourselves didn't have. This animation reminds me of the transceiver animation sweating oil.
Seems pretty unsuspicious to me.
Well, how did you know? Explain yourself. It was merely a slip of the tongue. Uh-huh, sure. Another lie! He is the assassin, just like we said. Come now, miss. It's a little soon to be jumping to such conclusions. The ice cream is angry. I did know their names, yes. And the reason for that is... Well, I know Mr. Rook. He and I are acquainted. How do you know him? What? We have something of a connection. And his is a name I could never forget. Was he a client of yours?
You think we're stupid, pal? Stop lying.
I am not lying. I am, as I have always been, a simple ice cream seller. And an acquaintance of Bastian Rook, yes.
Objection!
And I suppose Mr. Rook will confirm that. It should be easy enough for him to remember his good friend, the slippery ice cream seller, correct? Please, you are more than welcome to ask him, although I think that might be difficult right now. I would imagine he's rather busy ensuring the president's safety. But suppose you are able to speak with him, and he does deny that he and I are acquainted. How will that help you prove I was the shooter?
Objection!
If you weren't the shooter, why take off your raincoat? Because it was no longer raining. In fact, it had grown quite warm. Far better to let my wound breathe, no? Or would you rather that I had let it fester? Is he actually going to worm his way out of this? Do we have anything?
What are you waiting for, Mr. Edgeworth?
That sounds a little bit like old back with and pain.
Hurry up and arrest the man! He's clearly guilty. If I were you, he'd be in jail already.
You might be willing to arrest a man without sufficient proof, but I am not.
No, come on, Mr. Edgeworth. There's got to be something you can do. Shocking scenes here, as the culprit seems all but certain to escape justice.
What we do? Oh, It seems the court of public opinion has spoken. Very well. They don't know who you really are. As I will clearly be viewed with suspicion no matter what I say, I might as well share what I know. What you know? What's his angle here? I saw them. I saw another person with a red hood. Huh. What?
Are you kidding?
Is the person you captured in your photograph. I first noticed them just before the president's speech began. It was still raining then. Their outfit was the same color as my own, which is what drew my attention. As did the laser beam that was aimed directly at the president's head. He's claiming there was another red-hooded person. Preposterous! I knew that if anyone saw me dressed similarly to this individual, I could fall under suspicion myself. And so, naturally, I removed my raincoat.
Objection!
So not only did you see the assassin, but they were wearing exactly the same thing as you. Huh. How very convenient. I had thought you might find it far-fetched, hence my not mentioning it until now. I know you law enforcement people are very skeptical types. You would never have believed me. Especially not if I had said that the shooter was standing right next to a certain prosecutor. Oh wait, so it is Payne. That's Payne. Huh. Well, I know you don't mean me. I wasn't even summoned until after the shooting. No, Payne. No, not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Your colleague over there. Payne.
Huh? Me?
Yes, the photograph will prove it, I am sure. Yep. You see, right there, in front of the person with the red hood.
That's me, yes, but what exactly are you saying?
What's his endgame here? As I mentioned, I have been following your investigation with some interest, Mr. Edgeworth. And while pondering the details, I noticed something strange. Strange? What exactly? Come now, a man of your talents should be more than capable of spotting a contradiction such as this. I'm afraid I don't follow.
The picture shows the chief prosecutor, Mr. Payne, and the shooter. But there's nothing weird about that, is there?
Who is the chief prosecutor? Think carefully. The picture was taken right in the middle of the president's speech. One of the other pieces of evidence you've gathered is inconsistent with what we see here. What is Mr. Doe talking about? Which piece of evidence is inconsistent with what is in this picture? Can I check this? Do I have it? Is this one right? I'm not sure.
Take that!
Okay, yes, it's this one. Ah, of course, the tape. It contradicts the photograph. Ah, so you have noticed at last.
What's he going on about, Mr. Edgeworth?
Someone's missing. Someone who should be here.
Huh? But who?
Who indeed? The person who is missing from this photograph is... Tabby Lloyd. I don't see her anywhere.
Take that!
Unless she's being covered by Kay's head, but I don't know. Huh?
Miss Lloyd.
Huh? How do you figure that? Oh, right. Huh. Mr. Payne's voice can clearly be heard on on Miss Lloyd's tape, considering that he was conducting a private conversation with the chief prosecutor. Oh, there was these two old guys standing right in front of me. They were whispering away to each other the whole darn time. She must have been very close indeed to capture it on tape. You're right, but she's not in the picture. Did she leave the tape recorder there? I'm not sure. Precisely. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you still believe that you have been hounding the right person? Miss Lloyd, would you mind answering a few questions? Whoa! Y'all are fixing to put me under the microscope now. Alright, sure, knock yourself out. I got nothing to hide. Okay. Miss Lloyd's testimony. It ain't like I was standing still the whole time. Nah, I was running all over, Robin Reporter style, and that was a big old crowd. Guess the picture must have been taken while I was in one spot, and the tapes from when I was in another. So, quit giving me the evil eye. Ain't nothing but a misunderstanding. There's no doubt about the voices on the tape. That was Mr. Payne and the chief prosecutor. I'm certain of it. Tabby wouldn't lie to us. I know she wouldn't. But if she did, that would mean...
That she's superb.
Well, y'all quit messing with me, as if I could have done a thing like that. Little old me. I might be inclined to believe you, if your testimony didn't contain a glaring inconsistency. It does. I thought it was pretty good. Seems I have no choice but to present her with the evidence and expose the contradiction. I think I know. It ain't gonna see the whole time. Nah, we're running all over. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, it has to be this one.
Objection!
Yeah. Yippee! Miss Lloyd, it's imperative for a reporter not to lie, wouldn't you say? You're dang right it is, and I don't lie! And yet, the photograph and the recording were definitely taken at the same time. What? You can't prove that? Oh, but I can. The evidence is right here in these pictures. This one in particular shows something that lines up precisely with when you were making your recording. For some reason I can't talk. What part of the picture indicates that it must have been taken at the same time as Miss Lloyd's recording? It's the president's arm.
Take that!
See here, the president has his fist raised. And what about it? Would you be so kind as to play us the tape again? No, I see. It ain't that simple. What if I were to tell you that you don't have a choice? You don't make it easy, do ya, Ruffles? Remember, we are concerned with the moment that the president raised his fist.
No criminal organization, no matter how big, is above the law.
The president thrusts his fist into the air as the excitement reaches fever pitch.
Uh-huh. There! That's the moment right there!
Correct. We've not confirmed when it occurred in the recording. I kinda forgot about that part. I remembered something about the president's arm, but I wasn't sure. Which means Tabby should be in the picture too.
And she is. Right there for all to see. For Miss Lloyd is in fact the person with the red hood.
What? Oh, the bird trap.
So you're a shooter, huh?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. No. I don't even own a jacket like that.
That's right. From everything we know, the owner of the raincoat is
John Doe.
We have already proven that the raincoat belongs to Mr. Doe. You, Miss Lloyd, were wearing something else. Something that also happened to have a red hood.
Oh wait, she said something about her parka being like reversible. Oh, we need to check that.
So there were two people with red hoods all along. Indeed, Miss Doe's last statement was true.
Wait, but we only found one raincoat. Where's the other one?
Our ice cream seller never mentioned a raincoat, only a red hood. So tell us about your jacket again, Miss Lloyd.
Huh? This whole thing? Well, the best thing about it, like I said, is if you get mud and such on it, it's reversible, see? So you just turn it inside out and... Oh, I see a little bit of red. Huh.
Just as I thought.
The inside of her hood is red.
That's right. And when the incident occurred, that's the side of the hood that was visible. What's going on here? What were you really up to, huh, pal?
Wait, I never even wore it that way round.
Perhaps if you would allow us to examine it, we could confirm that for ourselves.
You're gonna confirm that how exactly?
It was raining right up until the president's speech, correct? That much has been established already. And as you yourself said...
Heck, I don't use either! Come rain, sleet, snow, or shine, is my trusty parka every time.
If you haven't reversed your parka since the rain, then the inside should be dry.
Wait a sec now. I got this big old backpack on, see? So I can take off my jacket. Yeah.
Take off the backpack.
Maybe I could show you all some other time.
No. You think an excuse that weak is gonna wash with Mr. Edgeworth? Well, what are you waiting for? If you're innocent, take it off and show us.
It wasn't me, I swear. I never shot the dang president. I could never.
If that's true, Mrs. Lloyd, then your best option is to cooperate and tell us the truth. Is there a particular reason why you chose to wear a parka with a red hood here today?
I'm sorry, Ruffles. There's something I never told you. Something I couldn't. But I'll come clean, I promise. Just go easy on me now, you hear?
Hold it. Who was it? Who said that?
Hold your horses, it's a little soon for the endgame. I don't know who this is. Oh! What voice do I give him?
That goes for you too, Mr. Prosecutor.
I'm not sure about this one.
You lost this one the moment you made your opening move. That's one of the men from case photographs. If I take a look at this thing... So he's... Knight, I guess? Guess I'd better introduce myself. I'm trying to give him like a Lang voice, but also combined with gumshoes. Ooh. The name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard. I'm second in command of his security detail. Point that thing somewhere else, someplace else, pals. What the heck's wrong with you? You want to talk? You shoot barely. Your pistol is like, hey, look, child, this is a real pistol. Sorry, can't help myself. It's just too much fun being this good. You're not a member of law enforcement, so how did you get a gun? This old girl's on loan from Senfa, temporarily issued to us presidential bodyguards. Anyway, never mind that. I got 2 tidbits of news for you. You want the good or the bad first? Choice is yours. I'm indifferent, whichever you prefer. Really? You're giving up the first move advantage, just like that? Whatever, you're lost. Guess I'll push out the first pawn then. Oh, you speaking chess metaphors. I like you. So you played a little chess, I take it? Oh, finally, a man of culture. Ah, fellow fan are you, Mr. Redsuit? The name's Edgeworth, and you could say I double. Duly noted, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, I'll start with the good news. The president's okay. Didn't suffer so much as a scratch. And that's a relief. Particularly for the young lady here. That means there is no longer a murder charge on the table. Not a murder charge, but an attempted murder charge still.
That is good news, huh, Tabby?
Yeah, 'cause I never... Now for the bad news. The only reason the president's alive is because we bodyguards did our job. One of us is, anyhow, our boss. Put himself in the line of fire. Oh no. You're referring to your colleague, Mr. Rook. Yeah, it's game over for him. Oh, he's dead. Oh no. So, the murder charge still stands. Maybe not for the president, but for someone else. Oh. Ah, I see. No way! Rook is dead. A genuine loss.
So, you're saying that Tabby...
Yep. Yeah, your friend here killed my colleague, my brother in arms.
Oh, heck no! I didn't do it! I didn't kill anybody! I could never!
I'd shut my mouth if I were you, murderer. Sure, we did what we had to do. Sacrifice one of our pieces to protect the king. But to lose someone like him during a castling is a real shame. Castling? What's that even mean? It's a chess term. Very simplistically speaking, it's a move where a rook switches place with the king. Then why didn't he just say so? Uh-huh. He doesn't get it. Mr. Knight, was it? Yeah, what? We'll need to see the victim's body right away. And if possible, I'd like to ask the president a few questions. Sorry, no can do. And why not? That's the third piece of news, and it's the piece you're gonna like the least. I thought you said there were only 2. The National Police Force of Senfa will be handling things from here.
Oh, are we seeing Lang again?
What? You better be kidding, pal! This investigation was assigned to us. We're not about to hand it over. You're the Edgeworth, right? The one who solved the Yatagrasu case. The president mentioned you. I'm honored to have warranted his attention. Makes sense that the chief prosecutor would assign this one to you. Wait, did the chief assign me to appease the president? But that was a mistake, a big one. Do not point that thing at me. He should have given the case to someone with a spine. I don't like you anymore. You're free to take it up with President Wang, if you enjoy diplomatic incidents, that is. We just got out of one of those. You're coming with me. We'll continue this on the presidential plane.
No! No! I never did nothing, I swear!
We can do this the hard way if you like, but in Senfa, justice is served one way or the other.
Ruffles, come on! You gotta help me out here! Please! I feel bad.
Miss Lloyd. She was the one in the red hood. There's no denying that now. But I can't help feeling we still don't know the whole truth behind this case.
I'm innocent! You gotta believe me!
Can I really let this happen? Is this really how it ends? The look in her eyes, the crack in her voice as she begs me to help her. This is no act by a criminal. She's genuinely scared. And if I let him take her, we'll never know what really happened.
I don't know who that was.
What? Huh? What the? Get your filthy hands off of...
Oh!
Quiet now. Is that really any way to greet me? Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. What? It's you! So you do remember. What do you think you're doing, pal? Put the knife down and give it up! You got some nerve, pulling a stunt like this in front of a bunch of police officers. Don't even think about it. You don't stand a chance against this guy.
Who are you really, Mr. Doe?
Let's just say that I'm no simple ice cream seller. Guy's a pro, a hitman. His name's Shelly the Killer. The Killer? There's not a legal professional in the country who doesn't know that name. An assassin capable of taking down any target, any place, any time. This isn't the first time our paths have crossed.
Reference to the second game.
It's been too long, Mr. Edgeworth. But of course, this is the first time we've met face to face. You're the assassin we've been looking for. In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. I swear I've seen his picture in one of my old files before, but... how could I have been so careless? My bandage proved useful for bringing a knife into the park undetected. But I miscalculated in certain other regards. He didn't bring a gun. Now, shall we play a little game, Mr. Knight? I know how fond you are of such diversions. The stakes must be high in order for it to be fun, of course. Shall we wager, say, your life? What do you want from me? I would like for you to allow Mr. Edgeworth to remain in charge of the case. He what? What are you up to, the killer? I would simply like our mutual friend to see things through to their conclusion.
Huh? But why?
Bastian Rook was a man of great skill, one with whom I felt a certain connection. It is only right that the truth behind his death be brought to light. With Mr. Rook's departure, the case is now yours to investigate, is it not, Mr. Knight? I'm simply asking you to transfer that authority to Mr. Edgeworth. It's not something worth losing your life over, surely. You're just using the investigation as an excuse to get close to the President. Am I really? I suppose it is true that in order for the investigation to proceed, we will need to enter the presidential plane. You think I'm gonna let you near him? I'm his chief bodyguard. Are you? And here I thought you were only second in command. Rook's not around, that means I'm number one. I wonder if you have what it takes to step into such capable shoes. You? Of course I do. I'm the leader now. Me! If that is indeed the case, then I would ask that you make a choice worthy of a leader. Will you needlessly throw away your life, or will you allow the investigation to continue? Is he really doing this to gain access to the President? Does he even need to? What is he plotting? You have no objections, I trust, Mr. Edgeworth. Come, let us continue the investigation. What do we do, sir? It would seem we have little choice but to do as we are told. That said, listen, detective, and listen well. I'll buy you some time as I investigate. Meanwhile, you gather the other officers. Have them surround the plane and make absolutely certain that there is no way he can escape. Yes, sir. You got it. To be continued.
What is he planning?
Okay, I'll start recording because that was a lot. So, I hope you liked it. If you did, maybe consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.